We're in first place in the frickin' Idiot League.
Stretching my mouth, getting ready.
All right.
I'm thinking of something way different.
Oh, like I'm chomping a big dick?
No, that's what it looks like.
That's kind of what it looks like. That's a lot.
I'm thinking on the Phoenix Suns.
Sports talk. Fun and uncensored.
Oh, I'm Kardashian.
Hey there. Hi. Chance Delfuego here. Idiots Talk Sports, also known as Tits, coming to you live here in Oklahoma City from the Island Border Studios atop the second floor behind the bulletproof glass. And with me today is Mr. Stephen Mann and Big Paul today. A nice how do you do to you on this fine Easter godforsaken Sunday. I wore my Easter shirt today.
Very festive.
And I found an egg in my ass. Am I right?
Is this Easter in Hawaii?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh, you look like a lehe. Bling, ding, ding, ding. I don't know. Anyway. Happy Easter, motherfuckers.
There's the show title.
Happy Easter, motherfuckers.
I have to change the title.
Oh, I hope you've got your peeps and your creamed eggs and shit happening today, you know.
That's tonight.
Oh, some people were doing it yesterday together with each other, hunting eggs, dressing up as bunnies. I almost wanted to offer to buy a bunny suit off a dude yesterday.
That good of his bunny suits, or are you just that much of a furry?
I wanted to be the Easter bunny today. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Like you just skimmed over the furry question as if he didn't want to answer it.
Yeah, well, you know, it's very soft. But we're the Idiots Talk Sports, also known as Tits. We want to thank you for watching live today. We got a lot to talk about in just a compact period of time on this fine Easter. We got things to do, kids to beat, and just a lot of things going on. So I hope you're barbecuing, hope you're grilling steaks and fish and chicken and whatever else the hell, vegan. If you go vegan on Easter, I don't know, but anyway. So
A vegan Easter.
I
don't even know what that would look like.
Yeah.
I'm good.
We got more stories that we're going to be able to talk about today, but I'm going to just throw some shit out there. Our picture to open the show was the Cash Me Outside girl. Side girl.
Was it?
Cash Me Outside girl, wasn't it?
I thought it was the coach.
It was that. Our thumbnail was Cash Me Outside. How about that girl from Dr. Phil? She makes somebody do an OnlyFans. We'll talk about that coming up.
That's gross.
Yes. No, the opening photo is that is a head coach doing the double bird, by the way, while live on ESPN. We're going to talk, and she doubles down on it. So we're going to talk about that. That's coming up. Major League Baseball this week. And nobody cares.
Hey, that's not true. I somewhat care. What's going on?
I don't. I think my Giants have already lost enough games to not be relevant in the season.
Yo, my Royals just broke a franchise record. They had 15 runs with 14 hits in the first game.
Go Royals. KC.
Oh, and wasn't there a guy from the White Sox who went 8 for 8 in hitting?
I don't know.
I don't think it was like the White Sox or something. That's like never happened. It hasn't happened since the 1900s.
I was
Already
only
bored.
1900s.
Yeah, I know. I was only.
There you go. If you want,
I know. I was already. I was like.
That's the
I don't
joke.
know how much I was kidding when I said nobody cares. Like.
You lost me at
I'm just
baseball.
proving the point. I am just proving a point.
Wasn't there the guy in the thing? Now, there was a bench clearing brawl day 3. I do know that. St. Louis versus, was it
The
Arizona?
Reds. It was
or?
the Reds.
Oh, it was the Reds. I do know that.
Yeah.
Well, T-Mobile, for all their customers, they're giving away free access for the whole season to the MLB app.
Oh, wow.
All the games.
If
There you go.
only-
There you go. If you have
For free,
T-Mobile.
that's how much.
If only
Wow.
T-Mobile didn't suck.
If you're on T-Mobile, that's awesome. That's a free app that you get to delete. Just at your
I downloaded it
convenience.
and signed up, and I probably will just delete it.
Wait, didn't Verizon do that with NFL Network though?
I think that, but you know what? That
That costs
merger,
money.
that merger sounds good. That's kind of like,
Those companies fit really well together as far as how.
if
That'd be like cricket and NHL or cricket and NASCAR or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that's
Well,
pretty
it's
good.
powering our show right now, so we can't laugh too bad at it.
Okay.
No, I mean,
T-Mobile's great.
I
love T-Mobile.
wow,
It's
my
what's,
favorite.
It's what's driving these two streams.
I love baseball.
Swear to God, it's
we,
really
we may need the potential sponsors too. So
yeah. So
T-Mobile underrated. Actually, I thought they were
yeah,
overrated.
you know we're
actually.
just kidding.
They're
I love
underrated.
pink. So
5G, baby.
yeah. This week, I don't know if you know about the controversy about Lil Nas X and the Satan shoes.
A little, yes. I know a little about it.
Nike, now there's some quarrel. Nike is going, whoa, hey, we're all about some underage slave labor, but don't you start giving us Satan shoes. That's coming up, maybe. That's coming up,
Wow.
maybe, if time allows.
coming up,
Nike double standards coming
Coming right up. We had a couple of Final Four games last night. Don't know if you caught them, but we could talk about that, of course. We've got the national championship coming up tomorrow night. Who does Delfuego think going to win the game?
Ooh, actually, I'm curious. Who do you think is going to win that? All right, genuinely curious.
That's coming up.
Good tease.
And if you bet your house last week, you know that UCLA did in fact upset Alabama in overtime, and you just got yourself a second house. So this week, you're going to want to listen to me again, because now you're basically playing Monopoly. You're now building houses all over off the information I'm
House
giving
money.
you. Yeah.
yeah. So you've got if you've got 2 houses now, bet both those houses, you'll have 4.
Yeah. And I know there's that part of you like, wait a minute, if I lose, I'm just wiped out. No, don't think that way.
Think
Trust
positive.
You're not
trust the
gonna lose.
information.
No, actually, no. You've been right. So they should, if they bet the house to
For a hotel.
you trade those in for a hotel.
Absolutely.
So this is the hotel winning pick.
This is the hotel winning pick right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For all of the suites.
So you could be that dick that has the hotels, people land on them, and they start losing their money.
Yeah.
What do you mean that dick? You mean winning the game?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
how you play.
That's Monopoly,
Well, someone
man.
did
Somebody
not
has-
like Monopoly growing up.
Yeah, somebody lost
Never
a lot of
mind.
Monopoly.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it. Okay?
That dick.
That dick.
That dick is winning the game.
Those
Fuck
dicks
that
that
guy.
win, grandma.
Yeah.
It's always grandma.
Give me one of those hotels. You dick!
He just liked the purple properties.
Grandma! I swear to God, you keep buying up the railroads.
I'll tell you what. You know who is ruthless in Monopoly? My wife. Ruthless. And I watch the poor kids. They like try to make a deal with her. They're like, would you trade? And she's like, no.
No, starve, and burn in
Mortgage it.
hell.
Mortgage
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'll trade all your stuff for nothing.
Yeah. Hey, she's teaching them life.
A thing came out. Vladimir Putin was voted sexiest man in Russia.
Wow.
Well, I wonder if that
That's
was
really
rigged.
I'm sure that was completely a Democratic vote.
Yeah,
Right.
completely unbiased
Just like the election.
publication going on.
Right.
Like, well, in my country,
Yes.
there is only room for one sexiest man alive.
There's only room for one Putin.
He has a body built by potatoes and vodka.
Body by potatoes.
A body by vodka. Yes, ladies. Smirnoff.
You want the baked potato? You want it fully loaded? In Russia, we bake our own potatoes.
If Soviet
Body.
Russia, potato bakes you.
Yes.
The potato bakes you
Oh.
in Mother Russia.
Russell Westbrook, our old, beloved Oklahoma City Thunder basketball player.
You're overrated, love.
You son of a bitch. You're going to start that right
Formerly
now. You're going to
beloved.
start throwing out hot takes, motherfucker.
No,
right now?
This
I
is
will
Easter.
I will gladly take that hot take to the
Son
bank.
of a bitch.
Overrated?
Well,
Yeah.
if we have time, we will discuss. He has comments about winning championships and how much that means or doesn't mean, and that's coming up. And
Well,
apparently, we're gonna
I think
fucking
most
hot take
real
about
basketball
that.
Fans see that he is what he is.
Anyway, that's coming up. Man was charged this week, quote, for molesting an alligator. We may or may not get to that story.
That's a timely story. We could talk about that 10 years from now.
I want to hear that one. There's just too much to talk about. There's just not enough show. There's not enough time. Man, let's see. Here in Oklahoma City, you don't know this, but a suspect was found. He escaped Oklahoma City Police Department, but then they didn't found him hiding in a dumpster. So, if anything, you learn something from the show. If you're running from the police,
Was it right over here?
don't go hide in the dumpster. They'll actually look.
I wouldn't.
They look in the wait,
You're
are you
not
saying
with. That's
police?
why you're not with the police
That's
department.
why I'm not a PO.
Are you
Yeah.
saying the police are dumpster divers?
In this particular case, yes.
Okay.
Some would call them dumpster
They
fires.
found his ass. Let's see. There was an interview with Jennifer Love Hewitt. She was complaining about how in her prime the media seemed obsessed about her body. We may or may not have time to talk about that, but we'd be more than happy to show a couple of images that she got paid for and that she agreed to consensually, professionally, to put out there.
She
So
probably gladly did it.
right, so
Yeah, in the news, Jenna Jameson is upset after
let's see. We did mention, Cash Me Outside Girl.
How about that?
How about that? See? Damn. Everybody knows who this person is.
He knows.
We'll be talking about that. And we need to discuss one of our own got to get something signed by a local celebrity, Mr. Bob Stoops himself. We'll talk that up. And so that's
Local
coming up.
celebrity.
And it includes tequila, which I love talking about. So that's coming up. Power Pack Show. And I need to let you know, of course, this show is brought to you in part by Vampax. We're going to be talking about them here in a little bit. Vampax. They're paying for all of our shenanigans. They're paying for Drunk Tim to do who knows what. Who, by the way, played an April Fool's joke on me this week. You don't know this.
yeah.
And I don't know. He's so easily butthurt. I don't know whether I'm allowed to talk about him anymore. I don't know. God.
What did he do?
He played an April Fool's joke on me. How about that? He messages me and he says, I've been fired today.
You're
Because
like, what did you
because
do?
he has a new job driving for a particular company. I'm not going to give them promotion, but it's a delivery job where he drives a truck. He got fired for, quote, clipping a car with that truck.
Oh, that's not good.
And in also recent news, he goes like, the bad news is this. The good news is, I met this really hot chick at a bar and had sex with her.
Wait, so which one is the April Fool's joke?
So
All of it?
my response was, man, I'm sorry about the job. Just seems like just another one on the list. Sorry about the job. Do you happen to have a photo of this chick? So he messages me later, same day, and says, no, but I can get one to you. I'm thinking this is fantastic. I'm hook, line, and sinker because I know I'm sharing the pic if I get it with you.
And the
You,
show.
and you, and
And you.
And
and
you.
you, and you. No, it wouldn't get that personal.
Okay.
But, so I'm like, okay, well, cool. I'm waiting on that. Very next day, in the morning, oh, hey, man, by the way, all that stuff that I told you yesterday, I'm like, oh, yeah, April Fools.
Like all
Good
of it?
one.
All of it. So, it's sad because you're like, oh, well, cool. He still has a job doing that driving. Oh, he didn't have the sex, and now I'm filled with salsa here. Sorry.
He's still with the Golden Girl.
He's still with the Golden Girl, which is fine.
Good for him.
I'm not going to age shame.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
I mean, I might, but I'm not. I'm not going to. I'm just going to.
Not this time.
What's that movie with Adam Sandler where he just starts covering all this stuff with newspapers? You know, the shit with
The
the
microphone
newspapers.
actually covers it, so.
Yeah. Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Well, good. Anyway,
It looks like a.
got a little salsa spill over here.
It looks like a Vampax.
we got we got like a Chernobyl of Vampax.
Samples.
Oh man. Well, hey, and I do need to let you know. Do we have the thing? Was there something I needed to pull back the curtain on Mademoiselle?
Yes, please.
Okay. I do need to let you know. Y'all need to, if you have not subscribed already, if you're watching right now and you have not subscribed, please click the bell, subscribe, keep up. We're going to have notifications. We've got things going on all the time. We really have some great things coming up. One of those things being March Mademoiselle Madness, which is a lot to say. It's a lot of M's. Be sure to subscribe. Keep up with March Mademoiselle Madness. We'll be taking your votes and compiling a list of the hottest chicks out there. We've got them in different categories. The first one we're going to tackle will be actresses. That's the one we're going to be tackling. Every week we'll be matching up all those actresses, models, athletes, and singers, and we're going to determine who is the hottest out of all of them. Seems like models have the advantage, right? You never know. Maybe Jennifer Aniston's hotter? Maybe not. This week we finalize our list of actresses, like I said. And you do have veto power. Just because we come up with 8 does not mean that that is set in stone. So you definitely want to be active. You want to message us. You want to let us know what you think. Subscribe and comment. Who did we knock off the list? Did, like I said, Jennifer Aniston make the list? I don't know. Again, please subscribe below.
Well, we know.
We know.
Because we already
But
did it.
you don't.
But
Nanner,
you
nanner.
have to subscribe and watch.
It really helps us out, and you will not miss out on the shenanigans. We also have coming up Tits Taco Truck Review. When was the last time you went to a taco truck? All right, was it any good? If it was, let us know. We are on a mission, and we are taking you with us. Okay, subscribe to the channel and journey with us on an epic of like a tour of Oklahoma's most renowned taco trucks. We may even break outside of Oklahoma, but Oklahoma's got a shit ton of taco trucks. Okay, now will these taco trucks get a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Or are they worth your time? Hey, we need your help. There's a lot of taco trucks out there, and we will virtually kidnap you to get to the bottom of who has the best taco truck in Oklahoma City. Find out by subscribing, staying tuned to the channel. Come on. Hit the subscribe button. Don't be lazy. Plus, all your friends are doing it. Seriously. All right, it will really help us out. You won't miss all the awesome stuff that we're doing, okay? So those things are coming up. And I love tacos. I don't know about you. We're going to be putting that out on Taco Tuesday.
Tacos from taco trucks specifically.
Yeah.
Specifically from taco trucks, sir.
Yeah. Not any of these, brick and mortar places and stuff. They do just fine. But we're specializing in taco trucks. How much more local does it feel? Like, I mean, you want to talk about helping local business, right?
Yeah.
And I know you got some locals that are here in the brick and mortars, but like taco truck is so, I don't know, it's so gritty, it's so awesome. It's just
raw dog.
We're raw dogging the community. Hang on. Right? Raw dog.
Yeah.
We're not wearing a condom at these things. I promise that.
I'll promise that as well. If I'm going to taco truck,
I will not wear a condom to a taco truck.
Some people may think it's safer, but I'm willing to take that risk.
I might wear a mask before I wear a condom to a taco truck. But I probably won't wear a mask either. So
will you wear the mask while you eat the taco?
Oh, hell yeah. That's a great idea. That way if any of it falls out, the mask will catch it. And then I'm able to...
That's
The
great.
feed bag.
and just discussing. Shit. Time flies. So, hey, the opening photo is of the Arizona head coach. Her name, because nobody pays attention to women's basketball. Her name is Adia Barnes. She's the head coach of the Arizona Wildcats. They just defeated UConn. You've heard of them because they've been dominant for decades. UConn basketball, right? Mm-hmm. They defeated UConn by 10 in the tournament, in the women's tournament. And what happened was ESPN had kind of filmed in on them. She was in the huddle with the girls. She wasn't just standing there flipping off UConn. What was going on is Arizona's playing off this whole we're not receiving any respect type of deal. As a matter of fact, going into the Final Four, their image was not even put on the poster.
Okay.
Really?
So they feel pretty they're pretty jaded about the whole thing.
Underdogs.
But they're totally using it to get out there. Yeah, for motivation, exactly. So as they're up and it's pretty much obvious they're about to win this game against UConn, she's in there fired up, talking to the girls in the huddle, and she's basically saying, fuck them, you know, as far, and I don't think she's specifically talking about UConn, she's just talking about all the haters, you know, all the haters and everybody. Like, nobody believes that we should be here. Nobody believes that we can beat this team. Nobody believes we can move on. Well, fuck them, fuck them. ESPN caught that on camera. What's great is she has the press conference afterwards, and of course everybody's kind of looking and expecting her to now apologize, like, you know, you're on TV,
No,
you know,
fuck them.
what would people think about it? She, in fact, doubles down.
Hell yeah.
And says, I'm not apologizing for any of that. That was an intimate moment with my players. And I don't take back any of that. That we have been disrespected, and we are moving forward, and we plan on winning. Their national championship game is today against Stanford.
Hell yeah.
Stanford is favored by 9.5.
Go Arizona.
Wow.
I'm actually rooting for Arizona now. I won't watch it, but I'll root for them.
So that's what's going on there. That's the photo. Yeah, it's not every day you see a photo of a head coach of a program or anything sitting there giving the double bird, man. But hey, if it motivates the players, I mean, Arizona's a pretty big underdog, and if they go on and somehow find a way to beat Stanford and win this whole thing, it's a pretty big deal. It would be a bigger deal if people were in the know or knew what was going on.
Or cared, unfortunately.
Or cared. But
Caring
whatever.
is sharing.
It is. So we're at least mentioning it on the show. So you're welcome, University of Arizona, and Adia Barnes.
Good luck
Women's
to you.
basketball.
Women's basketball.
In general.
In general, I don't know. Anyway. So there's that. And then I also want to say, we got to talk about this Cash Me Outside check.
We have to?
We got to. It's in the news.
I can't stand her, though. It's a problem.
So she does what only makes sense. Obviously, she had her viral Cash Me Outside, Dr. Phil, back in 2016. Which means, if I'm doing quick math, how old the fuck? She was born in 2003. That girl is 18 now. It seems like she should be older, but she's only 18. That means in 2016, that means she was the right young 13. Ugh, you know? Gosh. Now, Epstein would be excited, although that's a little old for Epstein, but still.
Though he'd be disappointed.
He'd be disappointed. R. Kelly, it's about that ripe age for R. Kelly. But
No, I think he'd be disappointed
he would be a
too.
little too old for him, too?
A couple of years.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a 15-year-old he peed on.
Yeah, a
Was
couple
it
of years.
14 or 15?
I thought it was, I don't know.
I don't know.
Either way,
Anyway.
it's still gross.
Anyway. So she went from that to becoming a rapper. She goes by the stage name of Bad Baby. And so if you look up Bad Baby and you spell it the way you think it should be spelled, you won't find it. It's bad with the B. She throws an H in there in both of those. Bad. It's almost like you're talking like a sheep. Bad Baby. It's B-H-A-D
And that's how she wants it.
B-H-A-B-I-E.
That's how she wants you to say it.
She's a goat rapper.
Yeah.
So it's a new trend.
She's the goat rapper.
She's the goat rapper. Bad Baby.
She's the goat.
So
That's what I was thinking.
obviously not a lot of I guess not a lot's happening on the rap scene. So she's now turned to the only thing that now makes sense in this viral age, which is OnlyFans. Cash out on your cash name, right? Well, that plan has worked. She made $1 million in under 6 hours the first day on OnlyFans.
On her first day?
First day.
Wow.
Now, I don't know exactly what she's doing on OnlyFans.
What sort of thing? I don't know anything about that site. What is it? Dirty?
OnlyFans is typically like an interactive, but yeah, dirty.
It's considered dirty because the biggest names on it are like hot
Gotcha.
women. Those are the
Sharing.
biggest names on them.
Yeah, so I don't know specifically, I don't have the specifics yet of what she's doing on this.
You pay money to see, like, it's like almost like a subscription in a way, but you can pay as much as you want, I think.
Some could be, it could be, nudity, some of them could be kind of playing with themselves or just
But yeah,
various,
if she's whatever she does,
yeah,
she's on a website like that.
yeah. Making $1 million. She doesn't even have to
She didn't have
it's
to
a
be hot.
virtual interaction too. Yeah.
She doesn't even need to be attractive.
Well, you saw the opening photo. That's a fairly current photo of her. She's not.
What are you saying
She's
about
kind of gothic. Kind of got this almost.
No, it's not gothic.
Think goth?
Emo.
No, not even emo. I think what she's got is she's got like she doesn't know. She's not. She's in makeup like she's like Halloween costumey, and so I get the goth, but
Sure.
you know what? She looks like she's trying to look Hispanic.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Maybe so. Yeah. Yeah. She's trying to get that Latino look or something. I don't know. I'm too old to understand OnlyFans.
Right.
I mean, there's this thing called free porn. So I just, look, OnlyFans just still doesn't make sense to me, but obviously it makes sense to a lot of people because this girl on her own made $1 million in under 6 hours. So,
Can I get a fans only page?
anyone can open their own. That
What
doesn't
do
mean
I
people are
have to
going to
do?
watch.
You can do whatever you want on it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, what are the odds that I get on there and do some weird butt stuff and I get $1 million?
I don't know.
I'll do it.
You don't even have to do butt stuff. You can just take
If
a
you-
video of you eating
Let us
curry.
know. Let us know. We talked to you about subscribing. If you want Big Paul to open up an OnlyFans page and do some butt stuff, let us know. If you don't want him to, let us know that as well.
I just want to know because if
You
I
might
had
save a marriage.
if I had $1 million, if I could get $1 million, I'd have to discuss what I would do for $1 million.
Yeah.
But would you do it? I probably would.
If you can make $1
For
million
butt
in
stuff?
6 hours,
To not have to work anymore?
Yeah.
Because I could not work anymore with $1 million.
yeah. Yeah,
That's true. You definitely could not work anymore.
that's
So if I
right.
could get on fans only one time and have $1 million and not have to work anymore,
I might do it the second time just for the fun.
To see how much you
For
get.
the second million. No, I'm just
Just
hanging
like-
out.
you know, you,
All right, here's round 2 of butt stuff. I'm your host. We've already got a comment from the audience that says, "Please God, no." And
okay.
so there's one vote for no on an OnlyFans page for you and butt stuff.
Okay.
So just want to throw that out
That's
there.
just one vote though, so
Well, it's only one vote, but you know,
only one guy.
Every vote matters, and so I'm just
It does,
saying.
But I mean, but we may get some follow-ups like, please, dear God, bring on the butt stuff.
Would you pay for him not to do it?
Ooh, what if you
Yeah.
played a game with it? What could I fit up my butt stuff? And start small.
Yeah.
Go with, we were talking like Monopoly. Start with Monopoly pieces.
Uh-huh.
And
And I'm a wuss.
yeah,
I
do
don't know
not
if that
pass
adds-
go.
I don't know
Do
if that
not
adds
go back
something to it.
$200.
Oh my god.
Nothing.
That would be great. You're basically in doggy position, and then
Uh-huh.
Steven.
Well, I'm involved, obviously. actually.
Steven
Yeah.
can roll the dice, and then you got to
Up the
do
butt.
whatever is next. Yeah, you got to do. Okay, now you get the thimble up the ass, the Monopoly thimble,
Yeah.
and then it will like gradually move up in items. Like you got to work your way up to a broomstick, you know. And we do have this
Oh.
silver dong.
That's the penultimate, bro.
We'll need a new
I
silver
want to
dog.
find a condom for this thing if
That's
that's
the
what's going to
finale.
happen because we got to reuse this.
Our budget.
Our budget, we got to reuse this microphone, man.
Multifunction.
That'd be a big condom, by the way.
But if I get 1 million views,
And the person that says, "Dear God, no," says you would need to start with a foot fetish and kind of build your audience from there first before you go to butt stuff.
Ooh, he's
I
actually
think that-
laying out a detailed plan for you.
That's what who's
I
the-
think
who's
we're
the
learning
sponsor?
more about him than anything here.
Who
You know
is
what
it?
I'm saying?
A foot fetish? You saying he has a foot fetish?
He's
No,
saying,
he's no. He's
am.
not. No, he's not saying he has a foot fetish.
He's not.
He's recommending that you just start there first,
But
then
why-
you move to the.
But why start with foot stuff? Unless he is a foot guy.
Teasing. No, you're teasing. It's all a tease to eventually lead up to the next thing. Like, ooh, this time you got feet. Next time you're gonna get cankles.
I see.
Yes, we could play the game. What could Big Paul shove up his big ass?
Interesting shapes.
Yeah, I know. Are there any pet toys lying around the house?
I know. I'm praying to God while that thing
Like a
rotates.
squeaker, like a it goes up in there.
So long as it's not a pineapple.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, hello.
That would hurt. a
That
lot.
would ruin your weekend.
You remember that from Little Nicky?
Yes.
Do you remember the
do.
little Nicky?
Get in the flask.
He's down in hell.
Oh
He's down
my
in hell,
God.
and they're talking to the devil, and they're like, "Hey, you got a 4 o'clock with Hitler?" He's like, "Okay." And Hitler walks in, and he's like, and Hitler has to pick out the pineapple to have shoved up his ass. And Hitler goes for like a small pineapple, and the devil's like, "No." And Hitler goes, "You can't be schnittius." Gets the bigger pineapple.
So choose your own pineapple. That's like growing up choosing your own switch.
Right.
To get, yeah.
But in hell, for Hitler, it's choosing a pineapple. Oh no, you can't come back with a little twig. Like no.
Hey, that's an interesting idea as well. It says try fitting a Lego Millennium Falcon in your ass. I think you would start with a Lego character first, but then work your way up to
The Millennium Falcon.
the Millennium Falcon.
I would shove Lego.
Would it
I would-
do warp speed once you get through a certain part of your ass cheeks? Would it
It's warping
go into
something.
warp? Yeah, it's like warp 1.
It's warping it, all right.
That's no moon. It's a Star Wars.
Flying out to
reference.
Uranus.
It's a Star Wars reference. That's no moon.
That's no moon.
Right.
All right.
For $1 million, I will shove Lego stuff up my butt.
For how much?
For $1 million,
You-
I would shove Lego stuff up for half that.
I was about to say, what's your cutoff point?
So,
What'd you do for
$250,000.
Again, let us know.
250?
Okay.
Thousand.
Is it dollars? or
Wait,
thousand?
hold on. I'm
Big
gonna
Paul will go 6 digits to shove stuff up his butt.
100,000?
I will. I will. I
100,000.
would
Dude,
do that in a
Legos
heartbeat.
too, man. Legos are so gritty. Like they just hurt,
Sharp.
man. They're
You
so
think that
sharp.
would? You think that would get any views? Like, this man is gonna shove Legos up his asshole.
If
Dude, it would be
Because
like,
it would suck.
you
to
could do an
that
entire
and I got,
episode
like,
of The Mandalorian in your ass.
get like a baby Yoda.
Yeah, fucking Baby Yoda right up in there.
I'm like, lube it up, please.
Oh man! So I think it's only time that we bring up that we are brought to you in part by Vampaks, as we're talking about butt stuff,
Yeah.
which has nothing to do with Vampaks, of course. But we are brought to you in part by Vampaks, official current sponsor
They're
of
bringing,
Tits, the Idiots Talk Sports.
they're bringing in the bucks.
They're bringing in the bucks. They're paying for Drunk Tim to play April Fool's jokes, and That's sad though. It still feels like the joke's on him. He didn't have sex with the chick. Yeah,
But he
you know,
kept his
like
job.
it's still a self-deprecating April Fool's joke.
But he kept his job.
But he kept the job
Yeah.
for now.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
You just had to add the for now.
Is that bad? I'll leave that off. He still kept the job.
So, he still kept the job.
So it was all an April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
That's good.
Yes.
Well,
So you're not getting pictures of the chick he had sex with because it didn't happen.
right.
And yes, that is Ricky. Ricky's back. Ricky knows Big Paul's drinks, by the way. Ricky was just on top of it.
yeah.
Just a shout out there to Ricky.
Yeah.
Taking care of us today, great, at the On the Board Studios. So, I need to let you know, we are brought to you in part by Van Packs. At Van Packs, we are dedicated to reducing waste in every way possible. Not only do feminine hygiene products destroy sewer systems and take forever to biodegrade, but think about all of the life-giving blood that has completely gone to waste. Well, those are all the problems of the past. Thanks to Van Packs, the blood from your vagina could actually save a life. It's pretty simple. Use our patented Vampon. You suck it out using our patented vacuum. Vamcume. I read it wrong. Vamcume.
Huh.
And it's stored in our ultra sealed Vam pouch. The Vam pouch already has a prepaid return label. You seal it, mail it. It's that easy. Just listen to some of our randomly selected comments. Zachary from Orlando says, "The vacuum works really well. My wife uses this and it works like a champ. Naturally, I was curious, so I stuck my penis in it. Great, great, great suction." Radu from New York City asks, "When I wear a leather jacket, a lot of people confuse me with Fonzie from Happy Days. I go with it, man. I turn up my collar, snap my fingers, and I'm like, hey, the women love it."
I'm gonna laugh from that one.
I know what he's laughing at. Ted from Denver says, "My boyfriend is so on the hang on. Ted from Denver says, "My boyfriend is so on the fence with being gay, and it just drives me bonkers. He questions his sexuality and my boyfriend. I just want to...
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
He questions his sexuality, and let me tell you, he's gayer than a Streisand / Garland / Richard Simmons orgy butt hump festival." It's hard to read on the fly, by the way.
It is.
"I think he just does it for attention. Anyway, I bought some of this Vampax blood. I shoved that pouch between my legs one day when he was being a bitch, and I punctured a hole in it and yelled, 'Oh, George!' I guess I'm having my motherfucking period. I guess you can't have sex in my vagina, you fucking twat."
Wait.
Well, I guess he's the man in this relationship. He's,
Wait.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I think so.
My brain doesn't.
Yeah,
What?
there's a lot to process here.
I feel like I need to reread this.
Yeah.
Me too.
Ted?
Should have been a rehearsal.
Yeah, there should have been a rehearsal because this is, wow.
Is this person gender fluid?
Ted from Denver
Gender
says,
fluid all over.
yeah, there's gender fluid all over. My boyfriend is so on the fence with being gay, and it just drives me bonkers. He questions his sexuality, and let me tell you, he's gayer than a Streisand / Garland / Richard Simmons orgy butt hump festival. I think he just does it for attention. Anyway, I bought some of this Vampax blood. I shoved that pouch between my legs one day when he was being a bitch, and I punctured a hole in it and yelled, "Oh, George, I guess I'm having my motherfucking period. I guess you can't have sex in my vagina, you fucking twat." Vampix, don't waste precious blood. Period. Fuck.
Period.
Jesus. Vampix, don't waste precious period blood. Suck it. Vampix. It's our sponsor.
So what I get is that it's a gay couple, and one of the guys seems to be on the fence whether or not he's actually gay or not.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So to prove
Got
a
that,
point,
yeah.
Although they're in a boyfriend relationship, but somehow he's on a fence.
he's on the fence, right? But so to prove a point, he made pretend like he was having a period. That's what I'm getting.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, oh, see what the other side of the fence is? Oh, you think that you would like having sex with women. Well, this is what happens to men that have sex with women.
This guy's fucking crazy.
Kaboom!
Kaboom. Squirt.
Right. You got to deal with that.
Something tells me that relationship's not going to last.
Yeah.
It's not looking good. They might need a relationship counselor
You need a
already.
foundation of honesty.
Yeah. So,
That commercial hurt Special K. I don't know if you noticed. I was paying attention. It hurt. It physically hurt
you
him.
physically hurt him?
By the way, we teased a little bit of cereal talk.
That is coming up. We are going to talk about the worst cereal there is. We have condensed it to 8, and that is coming up very soon.
Are we just going to seat the whole thing?
Yeah, we've got 8. I think we just come up with a winner, right? We got people watching live. We'll have you give us your intake. But you think about the worst cereal there is on the market right now. We're going to cover real quick the Final Four basketball games last night, but be thinking about the worst cereals imaginable, because that's coming up right after that that discussion, okay? Yesterday, we had a couple of basketball games. Did you get the opportunity to watch?
Yeah.
I did not. I saw the scores and saw the stats, and I saw the last play of the Gonzaga game. But beyond that, I've not seen anything else.
Okay. The first game was Houston, who was a 2 seed, coached by former Oklahoma Sooners coach Kelvin Sampson, going up against number 1 seed Baylor. And there was some thought that Houston, with the style of play that they have, it's typical Kelvin Sampson basketball, grind it out, hardcore, really good defense, great rebounding, but there's nobody that can really score and step up in the games. It just seemed like in the Final Four sometimes that comes up short. Well, it came up way short yesterday, as it felt like that game was over by halftime. Baylor does win the game 78-59, a blowout in the Final Four.
That happens.
And so I don't know how much of that was Baylor being awesome or Houston just not being able to put up the point. I don't know what combination of
I'd
that.
say it's a little bit
that
of both,
is.
because Baylor is good. Really.
Baylor is solid. That's the one team people thought if anybody can take down this Gonzaga team, it'd be this Baylor team.
Yeah.
So that's been the prevalent thought. The other game last night, the late game, which that's the one I was catching live, was the UCLA Bruins taking on Gonzaga. And I'll tell you, for an 11 seed, UCLA was giving Gonzaga any and everything they could possibly ever want. Like, Gonzaga's been blowing some teams out. They're the overall consensual 1 seed. Consensus, not consensual. They're not having sex. The consensus 1 seed. And so Gonzaga's supposed to beat out everybody. They're undefeated. Mm-hmm. There's not many teams in college basketball history that's gone all the way through undefeated.
The one I know of is in
I think there's been
Bobby Knight's Indiana. They did it a couple times.
Yeah, there's been a couple. I remember the UNLV team back in the 90s that was like the super team, and they were undefeated, and then they lost in the championship game to Duke. I remember that one, but then there's the Kentucky team that's probably the most recent.
Were they undefeated? I was trying to think if they were. I'm not sure if they were actually undefeated.
If so, if so, otherwise we're going back to like the 70s with the old UCLA, like the Kareem. Of course, those are the Lou Alcindor days.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Pre-Kareem.
But anyway, it doesn't happen. So what Gonzaga's doing right now is pretty historic. They're still undefeated, and they have to go into overtime to beat UCLA. And they almost lost.
Almost.
They almost lost. It did come down to a buzzer beater 3-pointer, right?
Yeah. The guy was like near half court, banked it in.
So
It was a great shot.
fantastic game to watch. If you missed it, well, too bad. But tomorrow night is the national championship game. Baylor, Gonzaga. It's going down, right? Gonzaga, of course, is favored.
I actually want to see this game.
By how many points, you say? By 4.5. 4.5 points. Gonzaga is favored.
Okay. I have a feeling. You're.
I know what you like to trend towards.
Mm-hmm.
I know your trends.
Mm-hmm. Who is Delfuego going to pick?
Oh my God.
Will it be the spread? Will it be the game itself? Who's playing? Who's got the hot hand right now? Who's playing well? Who's shooting well? Who's playing great defense? What's your thought on the game, real quick, before God, I love teasing.
You tease.
Oh my God. What do you think?
I like this game. This is the game I was hoping for if it wasn't going to be Kansas.
Yeah.
So, Kansas was not going to get here. But Baylor's really good this year. They were the best team in the Big 12.
Yeah.
You asking for my pick?
Sure. Why not?
I really want to say the upset, but I think Gonzaga's going to win it. I pick Gonzaga.
Say Gonzaga?
Yeah, I pick Gonzaga. I want to pick the upset, but I'm going to Gonzaga.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
How about Big Paul? You want to throw your hat in the ring?
I want to double my house.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to say. We talked about Gonzaga blowing out teams. They've also had a couple of close calls. Their conference sucks in basketball.
Yeah.
Right?
Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that. Baylor's does not. Big 12's actually been solid this year in basketball.
Yeah, they were really good.
Baylor, people don't realize, has just basically raped and pillaged through this tournament. And their defense is one of the tops in the entire nation. Gonzaga favored by 4.5. If you want to take the safe bet, you would take Baylor in the 4.5 points. But I chance Delfuego. We'll take it even further than that. I will take Baylor to win this damn game outright.
So Baylor upsets.
Baylor will not only, you can take the safe bet and say that they will cover the 4.5 if you want to, I'll do the spread. But I will take it even further than that. Baylor wins the national championship tomorrow night.
I like that pick, though. It's a good pick.
Scott Drew, who people have shat on a couple of times as being, he's a shitty head coach. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's going to be in the national championship game with Baylor and could potentially, and most likely, in my opinion, win the national championship tomorrow night. So that game will be on CBS if you care, if you're watching. CBS, Cox Cable Channel 10, not 52-3. If you know, you know the joke. If you don't, you don't. I'm not going to explain it.
You
Sorry.
gotta subscribe.
There's people that are watching that will know what I'm talking about. But, so, I'm picking Baylor to bare minimum cover the spread, and I'm going even further than that. I'm picking Baylor to win the national championship tomorrow night, Monday night, CBS. So, there you go. Will I go 3-0 in my picks? Dare I? Will I go 3-0?
That would be awesome.
Damn.
You get the hotel. You get your
Damn.
Monopoly hotel.
There you go. So, I'm getting some messaging here. Our producer is saying, wrap it up. No, I'm just kidding.
But seriously.
Okay. So there's that. Now, time to talk cereal. Have y'all been Did you do your homework? Have you thought about what is the worst cereal you've ever had?
We talked about cereal last time.
We did talk a little bit about cereal last time, so...
And Steven had a hot take, which prompted us to like, okay, we want to talk about cereal today. And it's real simple. We're just asking, which one's the worst one? There are some cereals that don't make any sense.
Yeah.
They make 0 sense.
Yeah, I mean that was a great little thing we talked about last time. Cereal.
Yes.
I think it's awesome that we're like, all right, so what is actually the worst one?
Yeah.
It's actually the worst.
Now, one of the ones I threw in the mix, this might seem like a hot take, I threw in Lucky Charms, and I'll tell you why. I threw in Lucky Charms because it's neither Lucky nor are they Charms. But the other thing is...
What? They are Lucky Charms. They are made. They're 4-leaf clovers.
Yeah.
Horseshoes. These are Lucky Charms.
Yeah, it's got a nice little thing to it, right?
Sort of
You
a
got a
rabbit's
cute
foot.
little leprechaun on the front of the box.
Right.
I don't know why I'm doing this, but look at it this way. If you separated the, quote, marshmallows and you only ate it as a cereal, would that be good?
No.
If you separate the marshmallows and you only ate the cereal with the milk, would that be good?
No.
Wait.
For me,
Then-
it would be better.
No.
It'd be better than the marshmallows, but it still wouldn't be a good cereal.
No, it sucks.
So, in my opinion, I say, F that cereal. It belongs in the top 8 of the worst cereals.
Now, I don't think it'll be the worst, but I agree with you. I don't like Lucky Charms either. It's basically just, if you just took cardboard and put sugar on it.
Exactly. That's what you're doing. That's really the only reason why the marshmallows are in there is to give a sugary feel to the shit you're eating.
There's always little bitty cereal to make the kids think, oh, we're not having candy, we're having fun.
Styrofoam
Awesome
Yeah.
and
powers.
cardboard.
Yeah, and yes, I caught
The
that
marshmallows.
reference.
Oh, biting into the
The
marshmallows?
marshmallows themselves are awful.
Oh,
They're
you bite into
garbage
that? It's like,
marshmallows.
ugh.
Oh, you could not eat a full... that would almost be a dare. That would be like a Fear Factor dare. Like, have a bowl of just the Lucky Charms marshmallows
Or
with
bugs.
milk.
No milk.
Or bugs.
Oh, no milk? Just the raw dog, the marshmallows?
That would be awful.
Oh, we might do that on this show just
I
to
think-
see how...
I think the marshmallows would be good.
On their own.
They're crunchy.
Dude, we might make this
The
happen.
marshmallows are crunchy.
I'm tempted.
Just a marshmallow cereal version of the Lucky Charms.
Yeah, I just want to have some charms.
Actually, I think the biggest hot take
We'll just
you
let
had
Paul
on
do it.
your
We'll
list.
let Big Paul do it.
Yeah. The biggest hot take isn't even the Lucky Charms, in my opinion.
What do you think is the biggest hot take?
Cocoa Krispies.
Oh, Cocoa Krispies are shit. I mean, that's my hot take.
Right. But it's chocolate.
I can eat Cocoa Krispies.
First of
Can
all.
you?
I can eat them, but they're not that great.
They don't taste like cocoa. Man, and you better eat them fast because if they sit in that milk,
Yeah.
it's just mush. It's just this shitty, just this filmy, phlegmy, so it doesn't even taste like what it says it does, and it becomes like this, I don't know, mucusy shit in a bowl. I'm sorry, Cocoa Krispies. Now, I'm not saying that's my number one, but I do believe it belongs on the list. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
Can you put up an image?
Yeah.
I'll
Shoot it over.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. There we go. Because that actually will have an image of the cereals that are on the list.
Yeah, rather than having to list them off.
Awesome. Uh-oh. Another one on the list. I don't know how we break this down, but what'd you think about honeycomb? I thought honeycomb's on the list.
Growing up, actually, I didn't mind honeycomb. That was all right.
You didn't mind honeycomb?
I didn't mind it, but is it bland? Yes, they're rather bland.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is bland.
that's very bland. So it's not the worst, but it's also not that great.
Yeah. Yeah. You ever have honeycomb?
Yeah.
It's like the ultimate blah.
But it's got
cereal.
honey. It's kind of like Honey Nut Cheerios. It's like just enough honey to
Just
make it
enough
not
to make you enjoy it.
the worst.
Yeah.
I don't even know what honeycomb is made out of.
I don't either. Nobody knows.
Probably the same crap.
Elon Musk doesn't even know. And that's saying something.
Let's talk about the. So I believe all of the the cereals that we talked about, other than Cinnamon Toast Crunch,
Yeah.
are shown here.
Other than that one.
Sad to mention it.
Which
Oh my
which
God.
is crazy because, like, in what universe is Cinnamon Toast Crunch not good?
Not in this universe.
I didn't say it was bad. I just said it was overrated. It's not that
Yeah,
amazing.
no, it's
Compared to
overrated.
what?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
overrated in this alt universe where like we're all enjoying
do you
socialism.
do you like if you made cinnamon toast by itself?
Uh-huh.
When was the last time you thought it'd be good? Like, wow, this would be really good just doused in milk.
But it's still crunchy. It's still crunchy,
Yeah,
man.
it's one of the few cereals my kids actually like.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
crunchy, man. I don't know why you're dumping on.
It's funny how Steven sometimes has these, like, he had 2 hot takes last week of, like, delicious. Anyway, whatever. Back to cereal.
Yeah.
Which of these do you have them up yet, Ken?
Yeah, they're up right now.
Yeah, they're up now. He's got it up.
So which of these?
He's got it up.
Which of these are
Good
the
day.
worst? Because I think, because what you've talked about are some ones that we think are hot takes. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, definitely a hot take.
Hot take.
Cocoa Krispies,
Yeah.
maybe a hot take for some people. Lucky Charms, I think, also could be a hot take. The
Yes.
rest of these, surely it's universal.
Dude, Kashi, here, just to mention, Kashi whole grain puffs, I'll be honest, I've never had.
I haven't had them either.
But I'm hearing some negative reviews. But I'll take it further. Forget Kashi. If you're eating Kashi, you already know what you're getting yourself into, I feel like.
That's the thing I was thinking as well with kashi, because you're not eating because it tastes good.
No, you're already you're
Trying to
straight
go for
up.
health.
Yeah, you're training for something. I
Yeah.
feel like you're,
Yeah.
I don't know, you're in some triathlon
Same
or
with
some
like-
shit.
But what hell kind of thing are you in? Where you're like, okay, here's what we got to do.
Yeah,
And you're like, well, I guess if I have to eat this shit.
yeah. But let's But let's bring up the elephant in the room, which apparently has my picture on the fucking box. But let's bring up the elephant in the room, and I did eat it growing up. Wheaties. They market it in a way, with athletes. That they would get people to enjoy Wheaties. Like they really were trying to get people to eat Wheaties. They would put Olympians on the damn box,
So smart. Because those people,
NBA players
what
or
are the
whoever.
Odds, what are the odds that those people actually eat Wheaties?
Fuck.
Like
no.
as part of an actual diet.
Most
I doubt.
likely not.
None of them. None of
It's
them eat Wheaties.
not. It's not even. Not only is it not yummy,
Yeah.
it's not even good for you.
So you're saying Wheaties and their whole grain goodness is not good for you?
In general, cereal is going to be high in carb, high in calorie. I mean, unless you just need the calories, I guess some of those guys do. But is this the way you want to get your freaking calories?
No, actually, have like a good meal.
Something delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who
Not
wants
a
to
bowl
eat?
cereal.
With some protein.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if you needed a lot of calories that didn't taste like anything
Yeah.
except ground up wheat.
Now, quick mention of Raisin Bran. Like Raisin Bran's on the list. To me, it depends all upon your opinion of raisins. Like obviously, bran cereal by itself, it's like, well, I'm powering through this. But
Where's the sugar?
raisins will give kind of a sweet flavor to it. Now, if you love raisins, you would argue Raisin Bran does not belong on this list.
I don't love raisins, but I like them in Raisin Bran.
Do you?
Well,
Yeah, you're
well,
looking forward to
I'm
the
kinda
raisin.
with
It's not bad.
You're
It's a
looking
good
forward to the
combo.
raisin in there. Yeah, it meshes
Well,
well.
Raisin Bran, it's not just bran flakes with raisins in it.
Well, yeah.
They add a lot of sugar to the bran flakes and the raisins.
Yeah, it's
a
a sweet
lot,
cereal.
It's a lot of sugar.
Why are you pulling the back the curtain, man?
I had to.
But you-
because, so that's why you may like Raisin Bran, because there's a lot of sugar on it.
It is.
On it. It's not in it, it's on it.
You know, one of the bigger things that you've brought up here, though, because you may have the same opinion about grape nuts as you do Raisin Bran there, but the big ones that blow my mind are Wheaties and Cheerios. These are like this would be like having a discussion about how Coca-Cola is nasty,
Okay, Cheerios is not good.
right? But they're like the name when you think cereal.
Oh, that's the
It's
brand.
a huge one, yeah.
Yeah.
But how do they even sell themselves? And I'm talking about the original Cheerios. They don't say, "Man, this stuff's tasty." They say, "Hey, you'll lower your cholesterol.
Right.
Like, wait a minute. When that's the selling point,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And like Cheerios is the thing that you give to kids whose taste buds haven't even
Yeah,
developed.
they
yet.
like bland food.
That's true. You give that shit to babies.
Yep.
That is true.
And I've got a baby, and recently he was eating chocolate Cheerios.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have these little chocolate Cheerio pouches. I tell you what, I'm not sure that I detect any chocolate.
They're brown.
They're brown,
Yeah.
but I don't think these taste like regular Cheerios.
Man, these Cheerios are burnt. No?
Burnt up.
Yeah, it's all burnt up. Shit. Damn. All right, so Cheerios. How about this?
Are we just gonna pick?
How about we
I'm
pick?
gonna- yeah.
How about we pick a top three?
Okay, I'm gonna pick
Top three
one. I'll
worst?
pick one.
Top 3 worst.
Because
We each pick one, and then we.
okay,
You debate it.
debate the hell out of it.
I'm going to go with. I think I'm going to go with Cheerios.
What's the one on the very bottom right? I've never had that.
Cracklin' Oat brand.
Yeah, I've never had that.
I had that growing up. It's actually, I don't know. It was okay.
I don't know what that is. I've
I
never
got-
even seen it.
I mean, we're talking about top 10 worst, so
Yeah.
you know, it was.
You had the name brand? The name brand, or did you have the generic crackling oat brand?
I had the generic crackling brand. Shit, you got me. That
All
big
right.
bag.
With the Shasta?
All right, pick a cereal.
All right, my vote. Damn it, it's tough because my two, and we haven't even talked about one of them yet. And what's funny is both of them are made by Post. Grape Nuts and original shredded wheat, that long fucking grassy fucking shredded wheat, no sugar. You're just like you're a damn farm animal. So you've got two opposite grainy fucking. You've got one where you're eating those grape nuts. It's like I don't know,
I
man.
don't want nuts.
Okay, some people might like nuts. I think you've got a good case for shredded wheat.
Shredded wheat is garbage. It is absolute shit. I don't know what you're getting from shredded wheat.
Fiber.
What do you think, Stephen? What's yours?
Well, my least favorite is not even on there.
Okay, well, yeah. What is it?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. No,
Corn Pops.
Corn Pops. Corn Pops.
Dude, that's a good one.
Corn Pops are fucking disgusting. I don't know why anyone
I
likes
liked corn pops when I was a kid.
You liked them?
Yeah.
But
As a
did you
kid.
cover them
As
in
a kid,
sugar?
though, yeah.
As a
no, they're already
kid.
sugar. Corn
As a
Pops.
kid, sure.
Yeah.
I would eat a corn pop or two back in the day.
Right.
Corn flakes, though?
Those are bland. Yeah, corn flakes are
Bland
They-
and mushy.
Yeah.
They are bland and mushy.
Yeah.
You know what we should do next
But I'd
time?
rather,
Ricky
weirdly
comes
enough
in,
for me,
let
I'd rather
him
have
pick
corn
one.
flakes and corn pops.
Well, we may be
Now?
past it
You're
at
right.
that point.
You're right.
All right, so we got a vote for
Corn pops for me.
What?
Corn Pops. It's not even on
I'm
the
saying
list.
grape nuts and Lucky Charms they're the top worst ones for me.
All right, Grape Nuts, Lucky Charms.
Well, with those three right there grouped up.
On the top?
Kashi, shredded wheat, and grape nuts. You're
So
not eating those for enjoyment.
Yeah, so we're
You're doing it for some demented reason.
We're kind of all over the board because you're Cheerios,
Yeah.
you're Corn Puffs. About the only one we semi-agree on is Grape Nuts.
No.
Grape Nuts
Well,
is just
no.
shit.
Also,
No,
I've
shredded
never
wheat, I
had.
agree.
And you agree with me on shredded wheat.
I agree on
Like
shredded
grape
wheat.
nuts?
I personally believe my top
Better
two
than-
worst ones of all time are the two made by Post. Grape Nuts and shredded wheat.
Well, I've never had either one of those.
Okay.
You lucky duck.
Wow.
I know. I've never had that. Like my mom.
White privilege.
Well,
You know
no,
what
My
I'm
mom
no.
loved me.
No, my mom gave me bran flakes.
My mom loved me.
saying? Bran flakes. And see, I
My
was
mom
tempted.
gave me bran flakes.
I was
That's
tempted
the
to
crappy
put
cereal I
just
got when I
straight
was
up bran flakes on the list too. But, damn
Wheaties
it.
are terrible too, though. Wheaties are awful.
They're basically just bran flakes.
It's like
That's
a
edible.
shredded
That's
They're
why.
edible.
I think
It's
that's
wheat.
why I didn't add them.
It's wheat flakes. It's
Yeah,
corn flakes, wheat flakes, bland flakes.
Yeah, you're
bran
right.
flakes.
You're right.
I will cave. I will cave over. I will jump on a bandwagon that has either Wheaties or shredded wheat on it.
Shredded wheat. I'll agree with that.
Shredded wheat.
I mean, for what I know what it is, I'd go with shredded wheat as well because there's no reason to have it.
I think that's it.
I'll eat the frosted one though.
Oh, the
All
frosted
day.
one. Yeah, the
All day.
frosted one.
Yeah.
It's a go.
Yeah, I
There-
eat the
because
frosted ones too. I
and for
like
multiple
frosted.
reasons, it's not just the frost. It's
The
smaller.
size, yeah.
It's smaller. It's actually edible. Like the shredded wheat's this big ass honking fucking. Like you have to sit here and chop at the shit with your spoon in the milk. It's the
Yeah, you
whole
have to-
thing is bullshit. You have to
dissect
work
it.
in your cereal.
But like we mentioned last week, like what sick person
Yes.
had shredded wheat? They came up with frosted wheat. They're like, hey, you know what we'll do to make this palatable? We'll add some frosting on it. And they're like, genius. Are we keeping shredded wheat though? Yeah. Like what?
They fixed
People
all of
are-
the issues with shredded wheat, and yet they still kept
People
shredded
are
wheat.
still buying it.
God,
I think
and
we're
obviously,
idiots.
obviously they are.
I think we're
Who?
all morons.
Who's buying
Somebody's
it?
buying it.
Somebody is buying it.
Why?
Old fuckers.
Somebody, yeah. Somebody's obviously buying it,
Nostalgia.
or it would be gone.
Nostalgia. I think we just forget like why we do things.
Yeah, if nobody was buying it, they would not make it anymore. That's business. They just would not. They don't live
I
in
feel like it's a
nostalgia.
substitute for cattle feed.
Yeah.
That's exactly what shredded wheat
It's a
is.
small
man.
bale of hay.
I swear to God, I feel like I'm cattle
It's a
when I'm
small
eating
bale.
that.
I feel like farmers buy it just in case they have something for backups, just in case they need to feed their cattle, their cows or something.
So are we calling shredded wheat the champion?
I would give it to
think
shredded
wheat's
wheat.
the champion.
Shredded wheat's the champion
I think it is.
of
What-
the
like,
worst.
What are grape nuts anyway?
Grape nuts are just.
I've never
They do
had
have
them.
nuts in them.
I
though.
wish the box did. The box should, if you could, man, it should show like the actual texture. It is a gritty. I mean, you got to chew it. That milk will not. That's one. I guess that's a positive. Milk will not mush it.
It stays crunchy.
I kind
It
of like
stays
grape nuts.
crunchy. Do you really?
I like the crunch.
Aw.
I like the crunch.
They even broke. Like, see how they branched out? They made grape nuts flakes.
Yeah. I kind of like it. It makes me feel like I'm eating healthy, and maybe that's what a lot of this shit is. Makes me feel like I'm eating healthy, and I kind of like the crunch, the flavor.
Well,
But it's been a long time. I'll
see,
be
I
honest.
love me some honey bunches of oats. I feel like I'm
Ooh,
having a little bit of.
that's a great- I love
I'm having
honey
a little bit of health, but at the
Yeah,
same
That's
time.
one on the top. Good cereal.
Oh yeah, we haven't even touched that, but I'm just saying, honey bunches of oats.
I
Oh
love
damn!
honey bunches of oats.
Oh
But
man,
you
I
know
knocked
what?
that down fast.
I'm thinking that this might give us some insight into why people are still buying these other ones, because it's the illusion of health.
Yeah,
It gives us what the
Yeah.
honey bunches of oats makes me think. It's not healthy either,
no, it's not.
but it does make me think I'm eating healthy.
But it goes down a lot easier than fucking shredded wheat,
True.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, there it is. Shredded wheat.
shredded wheat, the campeon of the worst cereal that you can buy in stores today. If you got a better one, send it to us. Again, let us know. Maybe we missed something. I doubt it.
I'm trying to think of
I
one.
doubt it.
Why
Shredded
don't they call it
wheat,
grass biscuits.
grass biscuits.
Grass.
It's bad. Like some dehydrated grass. I mean, you're milking it
Come here.
just to hydrate that shit.
Grandma got some grass biscuits for you.
Oh,
You just get one in your bowl.
God.
Mashed up.
All right, we are the Idiots Talk Sports and Cereal, also known as Tits. Try to throw a C in with it. Now, anyway, also known as Tits. And I need to let you know that we are brought to you in part by some great sponsors, not just Van Packs that we talked about earlier, but we are also brought to you in part by Jaeger.
Always.
Jaeger. German for Lucifer's Lager.
Catchy, actually.
That sounds nice.
Jaeger.
I feel like they should actually have that.
Little Nas X tie-in.
Lil Nas X tie-in, Satan shoes. You gonna get you a pair?
I don't know what that is.
I hear you can walk on lava. Anyway, also brought to you in part by Jaeger. Jaeger, leftover Guinness and last year's Halloween candy and dog water.
Those are
Jaeger.
the ingredients.
Yeah. Those are the, yeah.
Last year's Halloween.
Last year's,
Leftover.
Yeah.
yeah, just to clarify. That's where the sugar and spices come from.
That's okay. It's starting to make sense now when I think of the taste of Jaeger.
Hey, we're
And
all
dog water? Why dog water?
well because it can't be like it's not as good as regular tap water. It's gotta be dog water. It's been
Your dog
sitting there a
water?
minute.
Oh, it gives it a...
Yeah,
it
it-
ages it.
Gives it a certain sheen.
Right. Dogs will anyway.
Dogs do not take care of their water. Is that my understanding?
Well, what is it? The back, not splash, but the back spit.
Backwash.
Backwash of
Yeah.
dogs. So you're drinking some water that has backwash of dogs. Is dog water, right?
Right.
Right.
There you go. That's part of the flavor. Also brought to you in part by Christian Karate. Christian Karate. This week's karate meet will be Thursday at 7, directly after our Christian porn session.
I'm guessing that's all missionary style.
Hiya!
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Ooh, I guess he's a brown belt.
That was gross.
Are you a yellow belt? All right. Sorry.
Who's the white belt?
Oh, that's me. Totally white.
It's a rainbow belt.
It's a rainbow belt. Oh, stop. All colors matter. Happy Easter. And brought to you in part by Nihilism. Nihilism. April showers bring May's tornadoes. Tornadoes. Oklahoma's Etch-a-Sketch for more. Nihilism. Oh, there's more people that moved in.
Start
Oh,
over.
That was just fucking funny. That was messed up. That was funny. That was good. That was really
yeah. Oh, we gotta start over. And they do.
every time.
They do. It's not like there's less people in more. Am I right?
Less is more.
Less is more.
There's actually more people now. And
What
more.
is it about more that keeps getting hit?
They've got decent... what gets hit?
Yeah, I get
Like
hit all the time.
from a meteorological.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah,
It's
the same
always getting
area-ish does kind of keep getting.
more always like in the destroyed, like in the 90s.
That
and
area
just, like,
has
that's, like,
truly sinned against God. Okay, I don't know what they did.
I've been there for some of it.
I blame Toby Keith.
It's like Sodom.
I was at one of the parties. Let
I
me
can
tell
vouch.
you, and let me tell you.
I can vouch. When the tornadoes came, I was like, okay, we deserved this.
We deserve this.
Yeah, you saw tornadoes. You're like, fair enough. I mean, I get it. Fair enough.
You're in the storm shelter. We deserve this. We are also brought to you in part by, oddly enough, Easter. Easter. Eggs, bunnies, zombies. Easter. Yeah.
One big zombie.
One zombie, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, still,
Yeah.
that's the zombie.
Okay. We're also brought to you in part by Liver. Liver. The other awful meat. Liver. And also brought to you in part by Liver. Liver. Because fingernails can be a little crunchy.
Someone had a very bad
Liver.
dinner this past week.
Did somebody eat at Jim's Chicken? Did I say that out loud? Hey.
Ooh.
Liver. And you may have seen the promotions. We are, of course, as always, and I mean here lately as always, brought to you in part by Matthew Broderick.
He just keeps sending us the money to say these things.
He's got enough of it.
Yeah.
Matthew Broderick. Look for Broderick's next critically acclaimed autobiography. His next critically acclaimed autobiography. Fuck, why can't I say autobiographical?
You did.
Autobiographical
You did it.
movie called Impotent and Mildly Retarded. It's coming up. You want to look out for it.
It's autobiographical.
Autobiographical. Fuck, now I can say it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Try it again. Try the whole thing again.
Oh, okay. Brought to you in part by Matthew Broderick. Look for Broderick's next clinically. Shit, clinically. I can't do it.
Clinically.
There's something there. I can't. There's. I don't know.
Let me try it.
I've got a block.
There's
Please.
something there.
There's a blockage.
Look for Broderick's next critically acclaimed autobiographical movie entitled "Impotent and Mildly Retarded."
Okay, something's
I
going on with
got it.
Matthew Broderick. I mean, he's getting really more and more self-deprecating. I mean, before he was just making fun of his own acting. Now he's literally saying that he pisses his pants all the times and he might be somewhat retarded.
This makes him endearing to me.
He's
Right?
self-aware.
He's self-aware. He's like, I'm with Sarah Jessica Parker, and I have $200 million. Fuck you.
Right.
Maybe,
250.
maybe you should go see a
Brought to you in part by Matthew Broderick.
Maybe you should just go see a prostate specialist.
He can afford one.
Yeah,
You can afford two.
if he's impotent.
He can afford a harem of prostate specialists.
Is that what a group of prostate specialists called? A harem?
Okay, guys, come here.
All right, huddle up.
What is it, proctologist? Is that what it is?
If you think about it,
How does it go? I'm not sure when.
And is he old enough where you have to do 3 now?
Oh shit.
oh Lord, yeah.
Oh, is it like a tree? Like the amount of rings that you have tells how old you are, but it's in your anus?
The
Yeah.
amount of fingers that you
The
have
amount
to
of
use.
fingers that fit in your.
I do not want to meet the 4-finger.
I don't
guy.
want to. I don't want to know how many fingers fit in mine,
You're about to.
motherfucker.
Oh,
When are you going to the doctor again?
And we will stream live.
For $1 million.
Your
Uh,
prostate exam?
On OnlyFans.
Hey, we're on
Oh.
OnlyFans. My doctor's consented to this.
I feel like some guy's gonna do that. On the OnlyFans, a prostate exam? That's gotta happen. Someone's gonna do that.
Why not?
Yeah.
Shit. If the doctor can, you gotta find a cool doctor, right?
No, there's definitely a doctor that will do that somewhere.
Sports-wise, Stephen Mann, and of course Big Paul. I don't want to leave you out.
Sure.
The NFL did approve officially a 17-game regular season schedule.
I saw that. And with that, they're making one less preseason game.
Right. So the weeks are still the same, but now there's an extra regular season game, one less preseason game. Quick thoughts about that. You have any?
I don't know. I don't think really anything has changed. Besides, I guess there's more football, but like I don't know. I don't think it benefits the players any because I don't think they want to play an extra game.
Already some players have come out and
Yeah.
protested, if you want to call it a protest. They've been vocal against it, of course, like Alvin Kamara is just an example.
I feel like this is to me this is just a money thing because there's just an extra week they can make revenue.
Of course, and the NFL's looking to make revenue.
So-
Revenue. That girl's hair is extremely pink,
That is neon hot pink.
but the NFL's always trying to make more money. Of course, they just capped off a season where they were not able to put fans in the stands at anywhere near capacity. So
Fans in the stands.
fans in the stands.
Fans in the stands.
And one, wrong sport. Fuck that. I'm not going to say that. But I caught myself. That's good.
Yeah, it's very good.
But I will say this: there are some changes that will take place. This one right up here?
Isn't it awesome?
No, that's not an Aston Martin.
I
That's
can't
not-
tell. I can only see the headlight in the grill.
That's a Thunderbird. That's one. You remember when they did the Thunderbirds later on in the?
it's a nice car though.
It's nice. It's like a midlife crisis car.
Oh yeah, you
I
turn.
mean,
50.
most cars are.
Yeah. So, 17-game schedule. Here's my thoughts. First of all, records are going to be broken. First one I think of is Patrick Mahomes will probably break this
Oh, true.
regular season records, passing yards, touchdowns, things like that.
I didn't think of
Also, it will
It's with an asterisk.
career. Yeah, career. I mean, it's just like what they went from a 14-game. It's not as significant, but the NFL, when they went from a 14-game to a 16-game season, records immediately were broken at that point
There's
too.
going to probably be just a little bit more 5,000-yard seasons. There's usually like 1 or 2 a season. There may be
Right.
now like 4.
And Mahomes has already got a 5,000-yard season under his belt.
I didn't think about records possibly being broken because of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that dude is definitely in midlife crisis.
Oh, he's definitely living midlife crisis. God,
I mean,
my God, what?
that's a midlife crisis.
Wasn't he at the battle? Didn't he kill Custer?
That is an end of life crisis.
That is an end of life crisis. Oh, I need a mask. COVID may be my final
Logan's one.
adventure. Is COVID really a final adventure?
For that guy, maybe.
Maybe.
The final adventure.
The final countdown.
You know what? He's old and he still fucks. And so, hats off.
Yeah, that's up to you, man.
Kudos.
Cheers.
Kudos, old
Here's
man,
to you,
the Thunderbird.
old man and your Thunderbird.
Put the top
I'm honestly
down.
just jealous.
I am too.
Yeah.
I've got a Les Baru. So, yeah, 17 game season. Initial thoughts are records are going to be broken, specifically in the passing game. It's going to be interesting with running backs because some get utilized more than others, like your homeboy for the Titans,
Yeah, Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
More, yeah, this might be easier to get that 2,000-yard season that all the running backs try to get.
I think we will have more blowouts. I don't think games will be as significant.
Why would you need to be more blowouts?
Just because I don't think each game will matter as much. Anytime you start stretching out more games, each game becomes less
True.
significant, I guess.
That's true. I mean, that's kind of the sad thing about this because with the NFL, one great thing about the NFL is that you feel like every game matters.
Well, you've done two things. You've got more teams in the playoffs. You've got more regular season games. Those two things do kind of water down each week, right? That's the thing that makes college football, or has made college football, so they're condensed to this small schedule. Each game matters. You know, you get this podunk team that doesn't always play great, but they step up, like an Iowa State. Great spoiler university. They should be called Spoiler University, for God's sakes. Really.
A lot of upsets.
Because they are. They're Spoiler University. Just ask Oklahoma State.
Kansas State's like that too.
Kansas State's definitely like that.
Yeah.
And they've been that for a while. And so you add a 17-game schedule, you add another team to the playoff list, games become a little less significant. People make business decisions, take a game off, that kind of stuff. I don't know. But at the same time, the NFL is just trying to make more money, of course. I mean, they've been proposing an 18-game schedule for a while, so basically this is their compromise.
As far as I'm fine with preseason not being a thing.
It's fine. That part's fine. The scheduling will be weird because now you've got to have a team. Because you know how the scheduling works. You usually play a team in your own division twice. You play a team in the other conference from a particular, like you have a set of division that you play.
You said an NFC division and an AFC division.
But now you're at an odd number. So now you've got to play some random team for a 17th week.
Oh, you know what I bet it is? I bet it's going to be an overseas game.
It
I bet
probably will be.
I bet
As much as they're pushing
yeah.
for that. They've been
I
going to
bet-
London,
or
Mexico City.
I bet that extra week is for international games.
I wouldn't doubt that at all.
I didn't even think of that, but that's what it is.
Yeah. So records will be broken. The scheduling will be a little bit weird. I think there'll be more blowouts. We'll see how that works out. But that's coming up to a NFL team near you, whoever you like. So I know your favorite team is, of course, the
Knicks.
Yeah. That was actually really good.
the old Knickerbocker.
Oh, you said
I gotta
NFL.
enunciate that. I gotta enunciate that one.
You
I
said
can't just
NFL.
say Knickerbockers and just be. I can't be laissez-faire with saying Knickerbockers. You know. Anyway, Knicks. Knicks is just easier.
It's a solid football.
You know what we
team
need to
every year.
do? Honestly, we need to do this. And I need to do the same thing. I need to put this on myself as well. I need to choose an official NFL team, and so does Big Paul. Because he doesn't
Why don't
have
we
one.
have
He doesn't have one.
the viewers do it
Choose our team for us?
every year?
That would
They
they suck a lot.
Every year.
Right.
Every year.
You
the
love the
viewers
Lions. Shit.
That could suck tremendously.
Yeah. Would you take
makes-
that challenge? Would you
it
take
makes
an
you care
NFL team
about
and just
the
ride
game
it?
more.
I just don't know what fun it would be.
You can even choose it off the colors. Like, let's say, look, like you're wearing this nice polo shirt, right?
Uh-huh.
What if you looked at an NFL team and strictly for their colors and you're like, I would like a nice polo shirt like that of that team, because I like their colors.
I guess if I had to choose one, though, I wouldn't choose it off of colors because I just can't imagine that there's colors that I give a shit about.
Okay.
There's some nice color combinations in some jerseys.
And there's some real shit ones too.
There are some that are okay.
There are some shit ones. Yeah.
Let's face it, as fun as the Cleveland Browns are to watch right now,
I wouldn't.
the color combo, it's literally brown and orange.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But I guess what I would do is I would go to one where I would think I would have the best chance of just watching a fun game.
Oh, okay, like you want to go and see the game.
Yeah.
That can
Tailgating.
there's more parity in the NFL. I mean, you could go and see a good tailgate. You could research that. You could find that. So, let's see here. All right, we're putting that together. We're getting close to the end here. We need to get ready for a happy ending. Did we have an official person, or was it an IG model? Was it the IG model?
Chaps one? Yeah.
It was the what?
The chaps, the girl with the chaps.
Oh shit! Yeah. No, that's the good one.
Yeah.
So just to clarify, we talked about. Did we talk about Jennifer Love Hewitt talking about the media?
We mentioned it mildly.
Mildly, okay. So we didn't have any pictures of her put up, although we had pictures.
If you want to talk about her, I have the
We
picture.
we can quickly look. Jennifer Love Hewitt in her prime. She's recently in an interview. She was talking about how the media was obsessed with her body. Look, the media is obsessed with women's bodies. This just in. But not only that, but in her prime, she was banging. I mean, like, she had movies. She had photo shoots that she signed up for via Maxim, FHM. If guys out there are aware of these magazines that I guess are still out there, but we're in an online age, so I don't know.
I've heard of Maxim. I think they're still around. I've not heard of the other one.
Yeah, FHM was there for a while, but yeah, Maxim was definitely the leader of the group. And so, like, I don't know, man. If you put yourself out there, there we go. Yeah, that's the body we're looking at, Stephen, man.
Is this our happy ending?
This is not. This is, we haven't even gotten to the happy ending. We're getting there. But I'm just saying, don't sit here later on and complain about it. I feel like it's almost tongue-in-cheek, like, oh gosh, they were obsessed with my body, and oh god. If anything, just be grateful for it, because I guarantee she doesn't look like that now. I haven't even done the research.
You sure that's
I don't
an
need
old
to do
photo?
the research. Yeah, that's an old photo.
You sure?
Positive. And I'm doing the pee-pee dance. But I'm telling you, like, it's weird, like the Lily Milkers deal. Like,
She got upset about it too.
Yeah, stop it.
Yeah.
Just stop it. Don't take the positives from it and then complain about any of the negatives. I'm not saying there's no negatives from it, but don't reap the benefits and then be like, man, people really were like into my body. Yeah, you had voluptuous and you were banging, like, come on, stop it. And it's not like you were ever a great actress. You were on a show called The Ghost Whisperer.
Was she?
Yes, for a long time.
That's
I don't
why
even know how many seasons that damn thing went on. I didn't watch it.
That's why the show was on, was her.
Yeah, she ain't whispering to no damn ghosts.
Uh-huh.
Fuck. God, I'd rather watch Dog Whisperer as far as the actual whispering.
As far as the actual whispering.
One of the greatest whispering shows of all time.
Top 8 great whispering shows. Anyway, Clit Whisperer. Anyway.
That's really close to a Daniel Tosh joke where he says he's the vagina whisperer.
Yeah.
He's
The vagina in a submissive state.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And he's doing that, yeah.
I'm a Mexican mother as well.
Oh, man. So, hey, need to let you know, before we go to the happy ending, please comment, subscribe, click the bell. We're both on Facebook. We're on YouTube. Get over on YouTube. We're going to have multiple videos coming up. We're going to have notifications coming up. You want to keep up. We got March Madness coming up. We've got Taco Truck Tuesday coming up. But also, and I want to let you know, this week, one of ours got a signed tequila bottle from a celebrity. One of ours, our very own Special K. Bob Stoops now is promoting the the rock and roll tequila.
You got a picture of it up?
I don't have it up, but I'm going to get it up.
Yeah. So
Hello.
Bob Stoops, of course, is getting whatever money from rock and roll tequila. And what's cool about this tequila bottle, it's in the shape of a guitar.
Oh, that's good. That is cool.
It is cool.
That's dope.
And the top, of course, is the end of the guitar where you can pop it off. I've had one myself. And what was cool was the bottle was mango tequila. And I think the photo you're going to see, it is a bottle of mango tequila, which can get you really messed up pretty fast because it tastes so good. The mango flavor, oh my God. I went through that bottle way too fast. I put myself in timeout on this bottle of tequila. But on the end that comes off, within itself is a shot of silver tequila. Okay.
How much is a bottle of this stuff?
It's
40 something.
It's about in that 40
That's not
range.
bad.
It's right there along with your Don Julio's, your Patrons,
It's a huge
Casamigos.
bottle. It's a huge bottle.
It's a nice decorative bottle.
I kind of want to try it now.
But our very own Special K got a nice bottle, and he got it signed by Mr. Bob Stoops himself at a liquor store in
Go
Newcastle.
down to Newcastle, Island Time Liquor. There's a bunch of them.
There you go. They got a
They don't
bunch.
even charge more for them.
And he does.
Right.
He goes around
That's
to
awesome.
different liquor stores and he does sign these bottles. Of course, he's making bang a buck off of the tequila. And so, our very own, I like my tequila there, waha. That's Mr. Bob Stoops.
Right.
And
As we all know.
Oh, that's cool.
it is. It's a really cool bottle. It's a great
just all-
tequila. Mango. Oh, it'll get you in trouble fast. I can tell you that
Wow,
from
that's a big
experience. I went through, but I'm not even going to admit how fast I went through that bottle.
It's good.
But it is damn good tequila, and they used to have it here at On the Border Studios. I don't know why they don't have it here anymore.
Huh.
They used to have it here, but it was
It's
great.
a big chain. You'd think he could. Well, maybe that's the problem.
Maybe that's
He's-
the problem.
yeah.
It's a national chain. I don't know, but it's really good. If you ever get the opportunity to get yourself some rock and roll tequila, I would definitely say, yeah, go for it. They're not officially a sponsor of ours. Maybe they could become one, but I don't know how we
But
go with the KBD baby.
It gets Delfuego's verified pick.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it does.
Oh shit! Yes, it does. So now it's time for the happy ending. I want you to enjoy. I can't even tell you who this person is, to be honest.
The horse whisperer.
It's the freaking horse whisperer, and you'll see
The
where the
goddamn
whispering's
horse
coming
whisperer.
from. But we want to leave you on a great note. It's our happy ending, of course. Fantastic. You don't have to look at our faces for the ending of this thing. You get to look at this instead. Thank you again for watching. You all have a happy Easter. Until next time, I'm Chancellor Fuego, Stephen Mann, Big Paul. We are the Idiots Talk Sports, and we would love to see you again next week. Thanks for watching. So anyway, these chaps on this string, if it pops up, I want you to see this? This fucking horse. I bet that horse has an erection. You just don't see it in the photo. You know what I'm saying?
The horse.
The horse.
You're looking for the horse's dog.
Well, I'm not into that kind of porn.
I was about
But
to say,
I'm
when
telling
when
you.
he said the horse, I was like, I'm hoping she doesn't have an erection. That would suck.